Apocalypse Gaming.
So, I'm going to be using another Lifecolor set just to do the mud all round the base of the bus, just to bring that up to a fully base coated level as well. Maybe some highlights before I do the weathering, as I've stated already. So the main colour I'm going to be laying down is North European Dark Mud, UA913. Brush I'm going to be using is Cass Art. They're a UK brick and mortar retailer who's also got an online presence. One of their Sable No. 6 brushes. This is my ideal wash brush. I absolutely adore it. It's dirt cheap for a Sable. It works really well for a wash, but it's also good for doing big bits of terrain like this. So just getting some of the paint onto it and working through. So again, I've diluted this down so I don't lose any of the detail, so it may take a couple of coats just to build this up to where I need it. And again, rather than boring you, we'll hit warp speed on this. So that's the first coat down. I've gave it a quick blast with a hairdryer again just so I can press on. Hopefully the footage is all there because I elbowed the camera and it wasn't pointing where it should be when I discovered. So we'll find out shortly. But again, so as not to bore you, we're going to make the jump to light speed. So that'll let dry. Probably going to need to do one more final coat on it. I can still see some of the yellow from the base coat when I've sprayed down the yellow on it. And then we can go in and do some other wee bits. So it's not completely dry, but I gave it a wee quick blast with a hairdryer just to push it along. So one final coat will be more than enough just to get the muddy layers down. Or the base colour for the muddy layers down. So I think it's that time again where we ask Chewy to make the jump to light speed. Oh, yeah, it's a shit Chewy, I know. Sound like a strangulated cat. So that's the base coat for the mud down. There's a few wee bits where I've just went over, but I'm not too bothered with that because it just looks like a bit of a mud stain slightly further up. And then when I do my other weathering again, that'll start building up into that. So now that the base coat for the mud's down, I'm going to have to do the trim here and here. It seems that in most American school buses and the images I've looked at, this tends to be black. One or two I've saw it in chrome, probably going to go with the black. You get the bumpers, some I've seen yellow, some I've seen black. I think the black will just help lift it, although you're not really going to see it. So probably black and black on those trims next. And then these little wood panels. And then that'll be us starting to get to a place where we can start looking at other weathering again. I think I'd be better just naming this section How to Paint with Lifecolor, because I seem to be grabbing just about pretty much every Lifecolor set rather than anything else apart from the yellow. But I'm going to be using the tyre black obviously for the tyre, and then one of these other blacks, probably deep cockpit, maybe dirty black just for the trims round the side. So first up, UA733 tyre black. Going to paint this one straight from the pot because it really is just one small area. So just go on as it is. So that's that, because that's the only tyre left on the bus. I keep calling this a truck. Incidentally, some of you may have noticed, some of you may not, that I've got two water pots here. I always clean my brush in a dirty water first and then a clean water pot. Just tries to keep as much pigment from whatever colours I've used off the water and change the water very regular as well. So I'm going to go with UA731 Dirty Black for the trim work on the side. I just think it'll be more representative of the state of the bus. So that's the colour there, and it'll be a bit different when it dries. I apologise if this isn't going to be so easily on camera. I'll do my best. Now, I could mask this, but to be honest, I'm just too lazy. That would mean reaching 30 centimetres for my masking tape. That sounds like too much effort, doesn't it? What do you mean? No, that doesn't sound like too much effort. Get on with it, man. Grab your masking tape. I really should. Really should. And I'm really not. The slight ridge is a bit helpful for doing this. Comes to painting with black, so when it comes with painting black or white, you may as well cover both. I try not to use true black or true white. At our scale, I think it's too harsh, and I think we're better using something that's off that tone. Occasionally it'll be used, but it's so occasionally it's easier to say I don't. And that's why you should use masking tape. So, that's one of the trim done. Rather than bore you, I'll do the others and then we'll cut back. So that's the trim, both sides. Complete. And we'll go on and do the bumpers next. So, contrary to my earlier thoughts, the bumpers I'm going to go with a chrome silver type bumper. I haven't seen many reference photos, but I have saw some where the bumper's bumpers silver rather than yellow or black, and I think that'll just stand out really well against the dark earth. So, hence why I'm going with that option. And I'm using Dark Star's Old Silver, which is the first time I've used this product, but supposedly we can polish this up once it's dry, so I'm looking forward to trying that out too. Something I like about this, if you can hear it, it sounds like there's a shaker ball or something in it. So as I paint, it might be a new range to most of you. It comes out the pot quite thick, so I'm going to dilute it down a wee bit just with some flow improver. Maybe I've thinned it too much for a paint I'm not used to using. Because that's separating an awful lot. Okay, let's try that again. So in the end I've gone and used the paint straight out of the bottle. To just applied a lot better that way. By thinning it, it was just separating, so it was going on a hell of a lot better just by using it raw state, as you can see. So I'll let you watch the rest. Okay, time for a second coat. And get the bit that I've just realised I've missed because there's a bumper further round at the other side of the door. Actually, not only is there silver bumper, that looks like that could be black trim as well, running right along the earth line. I think it is. We need to do a third level of black trim, and not just the two. Don't know how I didn't see that earlier, but that's certainly what it's looking like from here. Examine the model closer, but we'll get this bit done first. Just a minute, I'm going to do these cables in that same silver. Again, I think it will just lift them off. These cables, I'm not sure if you saw that. Not quite sure what they would be as part of the bus. Oops. We'll have to fix it. I'm not sure debris wise if a bus would have cabling like that, or if it's just a nice wee feature that's been added. So a nice wee feature that's been added to the base of this. I can't visualise mechanically what these would be on a real bus. Thick coiled hose. Still something to lift the eye. Let's look at these ones. Might go back over now. I'm doing this in the silver, but I might go back over some of that with the yellow. Just pick it all out so I can find it in the silver at the minute. Again, I'm not really quite sure what these parts are supposed to be or to represent. If anybody's got any ideas, stick it down below. Share the knowledge. Do we have a bus engineer in the family, so to speak? any bus mechanics, drivers. Again, is this just an interesting bit that the sculptors put on and said, yeah, we need a wee bit of debris and that'll look cool? Or did they know what they were doing and give us something representative of real life? So that's all the debris by the looks of it. Let's just fix that bit of the bumper in there if you can see it. I think we need a third coat and some wee touches, not all of it. If you don't like what I'm doing by adding this bit of chrome detailing in, tell me. Tell me would have been better going with black. Tell me would have been better sticking with the yellow. In real life the buses seem to have all three and the chrome bumper seems to be the least popular option. I just personally feel the model needs it to lift it a wee bit out of the mud. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the last. I feel I'm right, I feel it's the right choice, but everybody's tastes are different. God, I hope this isn't tediously boring. Is it tediously boring? Oops, I'm off camera. I'm painting away off camera. Actually don't know how long I was off camera because my brain was that busy concentrating on putting the paint down. I can't think where I had it. Dope. Ain't that a bummer? I think I might go back over some of that yellow just to tie it back into the model as if it come off the bus someplace, and just leave the piping part as silver. So let's take a look. Are they trims? They most definitely are. Can you see that? Let me just clean the brush down right at the ground line. There's another set of trims there, so we'll go in and we'll lift that up as well when you get that paint back out.